Hello and welcome to episode 135. Right, I've been standing here for about 10 minutes because I've been trying to work out something. I'm going to carry on doing a little bit of fishing. I'm going to try and get to at least 25 levels, and then yeah, if I don't do that it'll be ending early, so one or the other. But we're listening to Kevin Wilson today, and so yeah, enjoy the video and enjoy the music.
Common sense ain't that common anymore. Seems common sense is past tense, just like the dinosaur. Political correctness has got a lot to answer for, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Political correctness, what a crock of shit. If it's political, it ain't correct. Those two words don't fucking fit. Nor do military intelligence, friendly fire and holy war. But common sense ain't that common anymore. Words made up by academic fuckwits who hide in little fart-filled rooms, throwing random words together because they got fuck all else to do. Starts out as yuppie jargon, ends up fucking law, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Common sense ain't that common anymore. Seems common sense is past tense, just like the dinosaur. Political correctness has got a lot to answer for, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Words like illegal immigrant, is that a fucked up double or what? If you're an immigrant, g'day and welcome. If you're illegal, fuck off. And who's them low-life toe rags letting them sneak through our back door? 'Cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Racist, there's one overused word that's laced with toxic venom, spat out by every do-gooder and minority group when you don't agree with them. Mate, this is Australia. One size fits all, but common sense ain't that common anymore. Common sense ain't that common anymore. Seems common sense is past tense, just like the dinosaur. Political correctness has got a lot to answer for, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Petty crime, there's no such thing. Some poor bastard's got to pay. Here's two words that just might work. Rattan cane. We don't need a fucking police service. Bring back the police force, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. So all you soft-cock politicians, try getting your head around this. You're fucking up a great country, and we're tired of that PC shit. Try using a little more common sense. That's what we're paying you for. But common sense ain't that common anymore. Common sense ain't that common anymore. Seems common sense is past tense, just like the dinosaur. Political correctness has got a lot to answer for, 'cause common sense ain't that common anymore. Common sense ain't that common anymore. No, common sense ain't that common anymore. Crock of shit. If it's political, it ain't correct. Those two words don't fucking fit. So I wrote a little PC pushback song that I'd love for you to sing. While we flip them PC pricks the finger singing F-U-P-C. Fuck you, political correctness, F-U-P-C. You're crippling free thinking and you're strangling free speech. The world's flipping you the finger, don't give a rat's ass what you think. Fuck you, political correctness. stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt. Armed with that and the dilly-gap attitude, my world just seemed to work. But them precious PC snowflakes take offence to everything we say. Millennial dyslexics, they read everything round the wrong fucking way. So I say, fuck you, political correctness, FUPC. You cripple and free thinking and you strangle and free speech. The world's flipping you the finger, don't give a rat's ass what you think. Fuck you, political correctness, FUPC. Flip and sing. Fuck you, political correctness, FUPC. Where's all this PC bullshit coming from? What happened to common sense? Trying to convince us now you can pick up a dog shit by the cleanest end. Don't want us to have an opinion. Can't say now what you see. You know what I see? A bunch of fragile, soft-cock fucktards. FUPC. Fuck you, political correctness. FUPC. You cripple and free thinking and you strangle and free speech. The world's flipping you the finger. Don't give a rat's ass what you think. So fuck you, political correctness. FUPC. Flip 'em one for their dog. Fuck you, political correctness. FUPC. One for the horse they rode in on. Fuck you, political correctness. FUPC. I'm the sort of bloke that'd like to think that if I could go back in time, Banjo and Henry and even Ned Kelly would all be good mates of mine. Because they're piss-pots, poets and outlaws, and I can relate to that. And I can relate to their attitude too. In a word, dilly-gaff. That's spelled D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F, dilly-gaff. And this is what it means. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Am I being direct enough, dilly-gaff? It's just another way of saying I couldn't give a fucking rat's ass, mate. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Your turn. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? You see, it's stress relief made easy. It's simple and it works. Just say dilly-gaff next time you got to deal with dickheads, wankers and jerks. And when you go out, stick a dilly-gaff on your t-shirt or your hat. And when some cunt's giving you the shits, just say, mate, read that. That spells D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F, dilly-gaff. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Am I being direct enough, dilly-gaff? Just another way of saying I couldn't give a fucking rat's ass, mate. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Your turn. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Do it again. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Am I politically correct enough, dilly-gaff? Just another way of saying I couldn't give a rodent's rectum, mate. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Your turn. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff? Big finish. Do I look like I give a fuck, dilly-gaff?
School holidays were dragging on. He was getting really bored, and his mum had started popping pills. She was climbing up the wall. So when he asked her could he go across the building side and play, she just popped another pill and just said, "Don't get in the way." So he chucked his little toolbox in his billy cart and left, while his mum locked up a cuppa laid with Valium and Bex. She needed all the help she could to cope with holidays, but the pills and powders weren't enough when he got back from play and said, I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. Hey, Mum, and build fucking houses everywhere. Millions of the cunts. A bricky or a chippy, hey, Mum, I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. It seemed the sawn-off shit had listened to the builders while they worked. And he'd remembered everything, word for fucking word. And his shell-shocked mum just sat there as he went on to explain how some wanker lost the fucking plans and found the cunts again. And how some dickhead missed the fucking nail and hit his fucking thumb. How they shaved the Mickey whisker off the door to close the cunt. And his voice was so excited, best fun he'd ever had. And can I go back tomorrow, Mum? Can't wait till I tell Dad how I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. And build fucking houses everywhere, millions of the cunts. A bricky or a chippy, really, I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. His mum was scoffing scotch and Serapax and dropped against the fridge, and when his dad got home she dribbled, tell your father what you said. So the young bloke gave his dad a serve, didn't even stop for breath. Fuck however, fuck a foreman, hey Dad, up the BOF. His old man turned fucking purple and his whole body started to twitch until finally he exploded, go and get a switch. But the young bloke shook his head and said, no way mate, I've knocked off. Anyhow, you can go and get rooted, because that's a fucking electrician's job. Fucking wanker, because I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. Build fucking houses everywhere, millions of the cunts. A bricky or a chippy, not a sparkly, go get fucked. I just want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. Yeah, I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. Yeah, to build fucking houses everywhere, millions of the cunts. A bricky or a chippy, you cranky bastard, go get fucked. I just want to be a fucking builder when I grow up. Yeah, I want to be a fucking builder when I grow up, Dad. To build fucking houses everywhere, millions of the cunts. A bricky or a chippy, I'm not being bored, go get fucked. I just want to be a fucking builder.
The Dickens family planted that first row of apple trees in the Dickens family orchard back in 1953. They waited till that first crop was juicy, red and ripe, then picked and pressed and bottled that very first batch of Dickens cider. It was the tastiest, fizziest, sweetest apple cider ever made. And their slogan was, gotta have a Dickens cider every day. And I'd sing along with their radio jingle, and although I'd never tried it, couldn't wait till I was old enough to try my first Dickens cider. Dickens cider, gotta have a Dickens cider, gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Mother Nature's picked me up, feel good tonic, fix it up, gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. I had my first Dickens cider when I was 17, and my girlfriend at the time never had a Dickens cider either. We fumbled till we got the top off, and when we finally did, it spurred all over her face and hair and dress and down me leg. From then on in, we had a Dickens cider on every single day, and a quickie Dickens cider when I dropped her at a gate. But she blabbed and told her mother, and the next thing that I knew, found out that her mother loved a Dickens cider too. Dickens cider, gotta have a Dickens cider, gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Mother Nature's picked me up, feel good tonic, fix it up, gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Dickens cider before breakfast is a great start to the day. Dickens cider right on bedtime and you'll sleep like a baby. 69% proof stress relief for women and for men. Even my old nan enjoys a Dickens cider now and then. It's medicinal and healthy and it's guaranteed to work. So before you see a doctor, try a Dickens cider first. Puts a positive bounce back in your step, your eyes will sparkle a little brighter. And remember, any time's a good time for a good stiff Dickens cider. Dickens cider, gotta have a Dickens cider. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Mother Nature's picked me up, feel good tonic picks it up. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Gotta have a Dickens cider every day. Blown too much of me time buying dinner and wine, and me money on flowers and lollies, only to find that what's on me mind isn't on hers and she's sorry. So I've made up some lines that save wasting time and keep me from blowing me brass. I'm ever so cool, I just prop on the stool right next to hers and I ask, do you fuck on first dates? Does your dad own a brewery? Could I feed your tits? Or would you show them to me? 'Cause you got a nice head and you look pretty honest. So me face will be leaving in a quarter of an hour. I'd like you to be on it. You know how it feels when you first meet a Sheila and the bullshit you gotta go through. Like calling her up and telling her you love her when all that you love is just a screw. But she wants to hold hands and you to meet her old man and sit around for hours and talk. But me new method is you just cut through the shit and get down to the goodies straight off. Do you fuck on first dates? Does your dad own a brewery? Could I feel your tits? Or would you show them to me? Do you sleep in the nick? Do you give head very often? If we can decide your place or mine, we can fuck off then. So the next time you see a good-looking Sheila and you'd give a week's pay to hold her, don't sit acting dumb, just front her full on and drop a few lines that I told you. This new method of mine might not work every time, but then again no method will. I've been spat at and slapped and kneed in the knackers, but then I got a few bucks as well. Do you fuck on first dates? Does your dad own a brewery? Could I feed your tits? Or would you show them to me? If the answer is no to me questions above, then be a good sport and give me the name of a girlfriend who does.
Right, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that bell for notifications, and tomorrow I am going to go back through the Nether and I'm going to try and find a Nether fortress. And until then, I'll see you all again. Goodbye.